Hello, Coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest as usual. We start with Frank Kessie, as it has been reported that the Barcelona midfielder is ruled out for the Inter Milan clash due to an adductor strain. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about Valencia left back Jose Gaya, as it has come as a big blow to Barcelona that their target Jose Gaya agrees a new contract with La Liga club Valencia until 2028. We're also going to be discussing on that. So guys, before we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch right up to the very end. Barcelona midfielder Frank Kessie has been definitively ruled out of the upcoming UEFA Champions League encounter against Inter Milan, according to Tony Juan Marti. The 25-year-old Ivorian picked up an adductor injury last week in training following the game against the Nerazzurri in Milan. Consequently, he missed the weekend La Liga clash versus Celta Vigo at Spotify Camp Nou. Initially, it had been reported that Kessie could miss 7 to 10 days of action due to the injury, so there had been some hope that he could return in time for the second meeting with Inter on Wednesday night. However, this journalist Tony Juan Marti now claims that it is confirmed that the former AC Milan mainstay will play no part when Simeone Inzaghi's side arrive at Spotify Camp Nou. It is further stated that Barcelona wanted to wait until the last minute to see whether Frank Kessie could recover in time for the crucial fixture. However, they do not want to risk, exacerbating the injury by rushing him back. As a result, Frank Kessie will be unavailable for the game against Inter Milan tomorrow at the Camp Nou. The update from Juan Marti also specifies that none of the injured Barca players have recovered in time for Wednesday's game, meaning Hector Bellerin and Jules Koundé are also missed out. Memphis Depay, who had resumed light training over the weekend, will also be unavailable, whereas Ronald Araujo remains out of a prolonged period. Barcelona did recover Frankie de Jong last week, with the Netherlands international even featuring in the late stages of the game against Celta Vigo. With El Clasico coming up at the weekend, it will not be a surprise to see de Jong start against Inter tomorrow, as Xavi might look to rest one of his three starting midfielders in Gavi, Pedri, and Sergio Busquets. As for Kessie, it remains to be seen if he returns in time for the visit to the Santiago Bernabeu this weekend. It is so unfortunate for us that some of our key players will not be available for the clash tomorrow against Celta Vigo, and definitely Barca can't rush them because it will be risky. It will be risky to further damage or maybe injury relapse. Better just preserve them, rather than forcing them to play when they are not fully fit. So let's see with the players that are available. We'll try our best to see if we can try to beat Inter Milan, which definitely will be a difficult game for us, but we just believe that we can beat them. We need the home support. We need to play well. We need to focus on the game. This is a crucial encounter, and the players themselves know that relegating to Europa League will not be accepted by most Barca fans, definitely all the Barca fans. So we need to see how the game look like. Xavi has no excuse this time around, even though the injuries might be some sort of an excuse, but come on, we have to play well. Last time out, the return leg was definitely poor. Playing in Milan, we did not play our best last week, and we need to up our game if we want to qualify for the round of 16 of this competition. We are Barca. We can't just go for just from a very good transfer window and buying one of the best players, and you can't expect Barca to still go to the Europa League with the kind of squad that we have. So let's hope and see that the players play well. Frank Kessie, as this report is claiming, that he is still out injured. Last week it was expected that he might feature for the game, but it seems as though the recovery of his injury is slower than expected. So Barca don't want to risk rushing him to action. It's just for him to get a fully recovery, and maybe Clasico also he should be available. Of course, so we have two big games back to back. After this, we play Clasico on Sunday against Real Madrid, which will be potentially a title decider, but we can't just say that because it's still too early in the season. So tomorrow's game is to watch and hope for the best. Is to hope for the best because the only thing is for us just to win those three games. That is Inter Milan, Bayern, and Victoria Pleasant. Then definitely we'll qualify without relying on results elsewhere. That's just what Barca needs to do. Because if we drop points in any of these games, then it's gonna be so tough. Um, it's going to be disappointing. So we hope that we play well tomorrow compared to the last game. Even the game against Celta Vigo, we were not at our best, and I will not lie to you. If we play the way we played on Sunday, it's going to be disgraceful, definitely, because I thought in that game Javi purely did by the gamble in that formation. The back line was full of some kind of three left backs, natural left backs playing at the defensive line. We hope that Javi think well, study our opponent Inter Milan so well before going into this game tomorrow, because this is a game that we must win. Then on to the next story of discussion. Any lingering hopes of signing Jose Gaya on a free transfer within the Barcelona camp are set to suffer a big blow, as journalist Dominigo Ortiz is reporting that the left back has agreed a new long-term contract with Valencia. Gaya has been on Barcelona's agenda for a long time now. The Valencia captain has been seen as the ideal heir to Jordi at Spotify Camp Nou. Talks of a possible move were held last summer, but nothing came of it. Gaya is in the final year of his current contract with Valencia, and Barcelona director Mateo Alemany continued to harbor hopes of signing the Spanish international on a free transfer in the summer of 2023. However, that ship seems to have sailed now, as Gaya has reportedly agreed a long-term contract extension with Valencia. As per the report, the 27-year-old will commit his future to Los Che until the summer of 2028. It will come as a blow for Barcelona, even though they already have as many as three left backs on their books currently. Indeed, manager Javi Hernandez can call upon Alba, Alejandro Bade, and Marcos Alonso as options for that left-sided fullback positions. Among the trio, Bade has emerged as the first choice option for the Barca manager, even though the youngster is just 18 years old. Meanwhile, Alba has struggled with game time, and there are speculations that the club want to move for him or want to move him on next summer itself in order to get his massive wages off the books. In such a scenario, signing Gaya as a replacement would have proven beneficial for Barcelona. However, as things stand, it seems like Barcelona will be unable to sign the Spaniard next summer, as he will be staying put at the Mestalla in the long run. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.